You got the Chiefs versus Ravens Thursday night football, Eagles versus Packers Friday night football in Brazil, Sunday night football, Lions versus Rams, Jets versus 49ers on Monday night football. So all of these matchups are going to be insane. My favorite matchup is probably the AFC Championship rematch, Chiefs versus Ravens, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. This is always a great battle, whether it's in the playoffs or in the regular season. Lamar Jackson usually has Patrick Mahomes' number in the regular season, but in the playoffs, we saw it happen. I'm excited to see if the Ravens will run the ball, actually, with Derrick Henry now in the backfield. Want to see that, duo, that connection, those two, Keaton Mitchell out the backfield too as a third down, speed back. I'm excited to see how that Thunder Lightning duo does too, and how the Ravens defense will look without Mike McDonald. Will they still have success? Will, Nate Wiggins, be an impact player right out the back? This should be a really exciting game. Right now, if I had to predict, I'd say the Ravens get the dub. Derrick Henry has a big day, and he has a big impact. Eagles versus Packers. Will the Eagles be back to the team we saw them play like, in the Super Bowl? That dominant team that's going to take over the NFC, that's going to beat the Niners. Will we see that team? Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. People are talking about Jalen Hurts is washed now. Got the extension. Doesn't know how to play quarterback anymore. But I think the Eagles, this team, is going to be a lot different. This team is going to be a lot better. Maybe, the same team we saw how they played in the Super Bowl. Vic Fangio's coaching this defense now. The defense is going to play a lot better now. Really like the addition of Bryce Huff. CJ Gardner-Johnson is going to give them that toughness back. Cooper DeJean, Mitchell, cornerback from Toledo. The secondary is going to be a lot better. And pass rushers, they got it all. Josh Sweat. They got some monsters up the middle. Bryce Huff's going to be able to get after the quarterback, and that unit's going to be improved, even getting rid of Hassan Reddick. So I think this is a good win, a good statement victory for them against the Packers. I like the Eagles in this one. I think Jordan Love, they're going to show out. They're going to play well, but I think the Eagles are just going to come out and show the NFC how they're going to come this year. Sunday Night Football. Detroit Lions versus the Rams, Jared Goff versus his former team, and Matthew Stafford versus his former team. This was a great wild card matchup. Went down to the last minutes of the game, but I really like this Rams team. I think they get the victory in this one. I think they've improved their defensive line. Aaron Donald's not there anymore, but this defensive line is still young and hungry. The defense overall, the secondary, Cameron Curl's now in the secondary. I really like some of their corners. And Cooper Kupp, if he's healthy, him, Puka Nacua, and then Kyron Williams out the backfield. The offensive line looks better too on paper. So I like the Rams in this one. It's going to be a close-ass game, going to be a good game. But Matthew Stafford, he's surgical with it, especially when his weapons are healthy. It's going to be a good victory for them to start the season hot. The 49ers versus Jets on Monday Night Football. This one's going to be interesting. Will Leonard Floyd get Aaron Rodgers' other Achilles? It's going to be really interesting to see. But Aaron Rodgers, him healthy with this Jet squad defensively, we know how good they are. But Mike Williams out there with Garrett Wilson, the receiver from Western Kentucky. The weapons have improved. The offensive line, this is a good test to see how good this offensive line will be this year against the 49ers defensive front that added some pieces. Robert Saleh against his former team. There's a lot of storylines in this game, but I think Aaron Rodgers' this Jets team will come out and show out. They beat Buffalo on Monday Night Football, even with Aaron Rodgers going down. So I think they'll come out the gates and they'll beat the 49ers in this one. Close game, but it'll be really good football. So first week of the season, we're going to be eating good as NFL fans. Which matchup are you most excited for?
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.